You don't hear too many breeders talk about when them puppies is on the way. You too. Welcome back to my channel. I'm LB the Breeder. Yeah, so we don't ever really hear too many people talking about when them puppies is on the way as far as like the C-section. When you in that waiting room, when you in that vet and you actually going through the process of them puppies. When the mom is in labor and it's time for that C-section, man, what are you doing beforehand? What's this that time? What are you doing after him? What's the things that you need? And how do you get through it? Because it's kind of pretty simple, but you got to make sure too that you're on point with this because some things can go wrong. You got to make sure that you're ready for that. So I already spoke on the symptoms and things like that beforehand when your female was going to labor and when it's time for her to go into labor. But once it's that time and you actually get to the vet, and this is for people whose dogs, as far as the bullies, are going through C-sections, are going to get a C-section, man. So it's different type of ways you're gonna arrive, man. You got your emergency situations when you arrive into the vet. Then you got your situations to where you have an appointment, or you got your situations to where you're going through a walk-in. And what I mean by a walk-in is that your vet already kind of knew, and you already been speaking with your vet and letting them know what's going on. Your female might be due for puppies that day, but it's not a for sure thing. So you never had no appointment set up. It's kind of just you've been working around. Some vets, like my vet that I deal with, they flexible like that. Some vets they gonna want you to make an appointment and things like that because they have to have that window of surgeries that they know they're gonna be doing for that day. So you just gotta make sure that you stay on top of that and just communicate with your vet, man, so everybody can be on one accord, so you don't have no slip ups. But when you do get to the vet, depending on what the situation is like, because you can get there, like I said, if you got an appointment and you get there at 11, then they should already be ready and prepared for you and to do what they need to do. As far as your female, man, they're going first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna grab your female and they're gonna a good vet, unless she's in active labor, they're gonna do that reverse progesterone. And sometimes too, right? She actually a female can be in labor, right? But she could be coming in labor early, right? And that's not a good thing for them puppies. Things that the vet can do, and I think what it is they raise the progesterone levels of the female to where she doesn't go into labor. They have like a solution, a liquid or whatever. I think I still got a bottle. They gave it to me before. So if your female is having them early signs and them early symptoms, there's stuff that they can do to help stop her from going into labor early. But if everything is a-okay and you right on point, man, you in that vet, like I said, they're gonna run that reverse progesterone and they're gonna make sure that those numbers is good, and they're gonna let you, a good vet is gonna make sure that the numbers is good before they go and cut open that female. And you want to make sure, like for people who only got one or two pups, please make sure that you didn't have a C-section. Please make sure you didn't have an ultrasound or some type of test to confirm that the female was pregnant. You don't want to go into the vet thinking that she was pregnant and she's having a false pregnancy, and then y'all go on the table and they cut her open and it's not no pups. It does happen. It does happen more than often and more than you think, man. So don't be one of them. Make sure you're doing the right precautions and you're doing the right things to make sure that your female is ready and full go once you get into that labor room. So what's gonna happen is most of the time when the female is ready, so when the female is ready in the vet, they're ready for you. They're gonna have to prepare the female. Some vets is gonna allow you to go back there, and some vets is gonna make you still wait in the waiting room. The vet I deal with, they allow me to go back there, and I'm able to see my girl be able to be cut open, and I'm right there looking at the puppies coming out. Um, so what they do is they take the female and they prepare her, they put her to sleep, they pretty much have her cut open and all this stuff. So when you going, so if you got a weak stomach and you sensitive about your female and all that, don't go back there. I'm telling you now, she gonna be cut wide open. She gonna be knocked out, and you gonna be like, "Damn, look at my female." But it's part of what we do as far as breedings and part of these C sections, man. At first for me, I'm like, oh man, it was kind of tough to deal with, but I got used to it pretty fast. It's still always like a thing that you don't want to see your females go through it, but like I said, like a give and take, man. You doing breedings. Your female's got to get C-section, so it's just part of something that you have to go through, man. So like I said, man, she's gonna be cut open and she's gonna be ready for you. And the vet is what they're gonna do, man. So the vet, like I said, they what they do is they take out the female horns. The horns is gonna be sitting out, and the pup, depending on when you walk in or whatever the case is, pretty much a good vet, the horns is already gonna be out because they're gonna be ready to go and start this delivery, right? And they're gonna cut open, make a slit on each horn, on each side of the horns, and they're gonna start pulling the puppies out. They're gonna start pulling them puppies out, and you might have, one, two, you might have eight. You feel me? And they're gonna have the they're gonna have the assistants right around the they're gonna have the assistants right around the doctor or the veterinarian, and pretty much once they cut open, so once they cut her open, they pulling out a pup, slide the puppies to the assistants, and then they go and do what they need to do to dry them up, make sure that they breathing and all the little stuff, man. So that's the process of that. Like I've said before, that don't be alarmed when you seeing your puppies and they coming out and they not breathing. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna be breathing, and they gotta get them going and stuff like that. For one, sometimes it's the anesthesia, and then for two, it's just part of the process. And sometimes some puppies might take a little bit longer than the other ones, man. So in this video, you seeing what's going on in that process. And sometimes too, like I said, when a female or a dog is taking too long to wake up, you kind of get worried, like, man, what's going on? And I kind of went through a situation like that where one of the pups was taking them too long to get right. And they have shots. They have it's all, if you go into a legit spot, they're gonna have all the right stuff to make sure that the puppies and the delivery and everything goes good and smooth, and everything is not going perfect. They have the right things and tools to get them right, and it's some type of little shot that can use to I don't know if it's a steroid, adrenaline, or whatever, to get that puppy airways open and get them breathing a little bit faster. So the vet did that to one of the pups, and we was good to go, man. So once they go ahead and get the puppies good and breathing, they put them into the incubator. This is at the vet that I go to. They put them in the incubator, and then once the puppies are in the incubator, I usually go out to the waiting room because they got to stitch the mom up, and so you wait for that process to get all situated and things like that. Mom start waking up a little bit, and then it's time for you. In my bed, what we do is we go into a separate room. They lay mom on the ground, and they start bringing the pups in, so pups can start eating immediately for their first meal, so they can get that colostrum to get them going and get them healthy to help build that immune system for them being fresh out the womb. And mom might not be necessarily fully awake. Mom might not necessarily be fully woke. So you got to just keep an eye on her, and make sure that she kind of knows what's going on, or even if she don't know what's going on, just be cautious and aware, so she don't be popping up, rolling over no puppies. She gonna be too out of it. I don't know. My dog, I don't even have to deal with that, but you got to make sure that your female is not aggressive towards the pups, because they're gonna be like, "What's going on?" You know, just having a C-section and then going through the anesthesia for them, it's they went to sleep and woke up, and now it's little critters just running around, man. So be mindful of that. And then yeah, man, you you get their first feeding in, make sure mom is good to go, and that's pretty much it. And what I usually do is I bring a little bin or whatever with me, and I bring some gloves. Sometimes, yeah, I bring some gloves, and then what I do is they have a sink in there, and I'll heat up the water real warm, and I put that in there. My vet is only 15 minutes away from where I live, so I don't have to worry about that long drive of keeping the puppies warm. Some of y'all gonna want to have a heating blanket or something like that. But what I do is I just get some hot water. I put it to some gloves. I put that in the bottom of the bin, and then I put like a little blanket on there. I set the puppies in the bin, and I keep them warm for the time being, because once we leave up out of there, I'm hopping on that freeway and I'm headed home. Then their whelping box and everything is already be ready. Make sure y'all have your whelping box ready. All the things that you need, man, for your puppies. all the things that you need for your puppies to make sure that you have a successful, because in first 2 weeks is where it's critical as far as having your puppies, man. You don't want no mishaps. You're not going to really get too much sleep. You're going to be feeding them every 2 hours. And then after a while, once you start seeing it getting a little fuller, you can start stretching it to 3 hours. You can start stretching it to 4 hours. But, it's going to be gradual. It's going to be gradual. And it's a little few things, other things that you need to go through to make sure that these puppies is good. I might have to do a whole nother other video on how I do my whelping. What I notice is a lot of people automatically get lazy and they be scared to let the puppies and a mom be able to do their thing, right? And y'all immediately have incubators and set them in the incubators, and mom and pups is fine, right? But it's a certain way, and the reason why you would need an incubator, man. You don't necessarily just need that off the rip, man. You can be able to whelp your dogs and whelp the puppies safely without the incubator. The incubator is really meant for if you have struggling puppies, or some people do if they need to run around and do something, they use the incubator to hold the pups. I don't use an incubator unless I need it. Like I said, I'm gonna have to make another video and show y'all or explain to y'all how I do my whelping procedures and how I do my whelping process and how it's easy for me. And I'm telling you right now, I'm very busy, right? I'm very busy, and it's usually just me just whelping, right? And I'm still got to do all my tasks and all my duties and all the little stuff, but I've got it down to a science to where I'm able to be in control of what I'm doing and still do my thing. I'm not just, to be honest, I'm not just, the first few days, you want to be stuck right there, chilling in the house, not doing too much. If you got to run, you can run around, and it's a way that you can do that. But then after that, man, I'm able to start moving around and not feel like I have to be stuck right there because of the way that I do my whelping shit. Man, I can't wait till 2025 is here so I can bring some new pups. Just talking about the puppies and going through the situation, man, it got me wanting some new puppies up in the camp, man, and get it going. Look, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all learned something, man. I'm going to keep giving y'all my experience of what I go through and to help y'all. And hopefully, man, y'all, that was some good gems for y'all. We all need to help each other in this community, man, and work together so we can have successful litters, man, so we can put these dogs to great, good homes, man. I appreciate y'all that was rocking with this video, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. I'm doing another giveaway, man. I'm giving away some football tickets, man. So go ahead and comment on these videos, man. I'm gonna be going ahead and pick somebody random. When I'm gonna do the contest, when it's gonna end, I don't know, man. Y'all just keep commenting, share. You got to be a subscriber, man, to win this contest. I'm going to pick somebody random about them comments, and you'll be able to win the prize, man. I appreciate y'all that's been rocking with me. I'm LB the Breeder, and I'm out.